Okay. Hey, my HCG family, it's Mimi. I know it's been a long time since I made a vlog, but I thought I would and check in and let you know how I'm doing. I have done a couple of rounds since the last time that I vlogged to really work hard to get into the 160s. And I see, yesterday I was 167. Yes, 167. This morning I was 167.4. So I just started phase 3, although my daughter got married this past weekend, and I didn't take any pictures of me dressed up or anything like that, but her photographer did, and we'll see. We'll see. It was just so busy because we had to travel an hour and a half to get where the wedding was, so I didn't even think. I was just trying to get down there and make sure everything gets set up properly, and the food, the flowers, and everything, which my daughter's bouquet. I will show you. She's on her honeymoon, and this is about, I don't know if I got some light here. Okay, this is about all it's drying up. I hate it. I'm watching it die, and there's nothing I can do about it. She said, we'll see if it'll dry out. So, I mean, it had the burlap, and I've actually taken some of the chocolate mother of lace out of it that was in it. That was just absolutely. The flowers my sister did, of course, or I would have gotten in trouble. Yeah, there's some. Hold on just a second. I collect this white milk glass. So we had the white milk glass, and we had all the arrangements sitting on the tables with white linens and burlap on them. And it was outside, and it was beautiful. I mean, it was like the Lord just said, here you go. Here's the most beautiful day in the whole wide world. And it was. So hopefully some of the pictures have been posted. I don't think I can, if I share them, if they come up, some of them I can't share because you can only do so much, I mean, as far as Jocelyn. But anyway, yada 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 da. So she's on her honeymoon, and I'm watching her flowers die and try not to get depressed. But I thought I would go ahead and do a vlog and to let you know how I was doing. I actually had got some more HCG. I'd used all mine, and in my mind, I had decided that I wanted to be on HCG through the whole process, through the bachelorette party, through the rehearsal dinner, and I am so glad that I did. For one reason is because hormones, and I knew being on HCG, some people, say sugar is their crack, but HCG makes me feel good. And I knew that if I was on it, that it would help me. And it did. And believe it or not, I've had Mexican, I've had cheesecake, not much. I mean, it wasn't like much, but it was good to be able to participate with my daughter and her not be self-conscious about, well, mom can't, or feeling like she has to pick places to eat or to do all the stuff that we had to do because of me. And I didn't want her to feel that way. But on the same token, I did very well and felt very good. At the wedding, I ate not much because it was kind of like they passed around. It was a lot of finger hors d'oeuvre foods, but none of it was really even phase 3. And I hadn't even, by the time I had ended this last round, it wasn't even the full, it wasn't even the full 72 hours. And I'm going to take this off. I don't have any makeup. I just went to the grocery store and I didn't put any makeup on. But anyway, so I came home, I got on the scale, and the next day, Sunday, no, I take that back, not Sunday, Monday, because we spent the night down there, and then Sunday or Monday came. I weighed myself, blah, blah, blah. I know I've got so much because it's already like, anyway, I was like 170. I was 170, not like 170. I stepped on the scale Monday morning and I was 170 exactly. And I had already decided that I was going to do a steak day. And so I didn't eat anything all day and drank water. And I did a steak and had an apple. Yeah, that's it. I did have my coffee with coconut oil in it. Well, actually, I take Chocolate Delight, and I got the little mold, makes it like this. It's like a little pumpkin, and I take that out and put that in my coffee, and then I add some extra stevia to it, and then I used half and half and put that in there. So I have done that too. I've been using the Chocolate Delight, and I got down, my last dose weight was actually 168.8. 168.4, I don't know. And so anyway, I got down to 167 even. That is the lowest I've been in weight in umpteen years. I can't even tell you how long it's been. I would say maybe 20 years since I've weighed in the 160s. Like I said a long time ago in one of my other vlogs, I went to Weight Watchers. I was in my 20s, and when I went to Weight Watchers, I weighed 160. And this was before I had my last two children. This is after I had Gabe was little, my oldest, and she's 32. So anyway, I am just so thrilled that I'm comfortable here. I would still like to. Hold on a minute now. This is gonna go. Hold on. I unplugged it, and I really need a new battery. I really need a new computer, but as long as it still works and I plug it in, then I'm all right. If I can get it plugged in. So anywho, I went ahead and ordered some more HCG. I think enough for 2 more rounds. So I don't know when I'm going to do that. I'm just going to kind of hang out and see. I have actually been eating some like gluten-free crackers. I've had that. I've had fruit. I've had Fage yogurt with strawberries. Usually when I go into phase 3, I am like big on protein, salmon, frying me salmon, eggs, and I just haven't done that this time. I've just been, having tuna salad with MCT, which is something I was eating when I was on protocol. So I have not been super restrictive on this last round, but I had releases. I started out, I'm wanting to say from the very beginning when I did HCG, I started out as 217, and today I was 167.4. So I was just up 0.4 today, but I am still under my last dose weight, and that has never happened before. So I don't know if my body has I thought I'd never get out of the 170s because my body just, I mean, it didn't matter what I did, that I'd go right back up, 174, 175. I think I had gotten back up to 179, and so it's not like, I gotta sit back. It's not like I've really like lost, like really released a lot, but I'm I'm in the 160s. And I might do another round. I don't know. I'm definitely going to do another round. I do feel very confident that I will do another round. And if it's just to lose 5 more pounds, then that's what I'll do. I feel comfortable in the 160s, but you know how you start feeling comfortable and then all of a sudden you feel, I can't breathe. So anywho, I'll do a body shot. I don't know how good it's going to be, but I got a skirt on that I got at Costco, and which I love these skirts. I mean, it's, I even put them on at night when I get out of the shower. I'm like, oh, I got those skirts, and I wear it so much. My father, because I go over my mom and dad's now on Fridays, and while she goes and runs her errands and stuff, and I take care of my dad, and he's doing really good. He got to come to the wedding. My brother-in-law drove my mom's car and my mom and dad down to the wedding. So he got to go, which is, if my son don't step up to the plate and get married, that might be the last wedding he ever goes to of his grandkids. So, and he's got a couple more. See, my son and my daughter my sister's got her youngest daughter that hasn't been married yet. So, anywho, we shall see. I don't know how good this is going to look. You remember how I did the one? I'm actually smaller than I was when I wore those Your Boyfriend jeans that I did my last. So, I'm actually smaller than that. I wore those out for my daughter's bachelorette party. I wore those and we went bowling, believe it or not, and I wore those jeans. And they looked baggy on me. So, anywho, you really can't hardly tell. So I don't know. I'm trying to show you. This is an old belly. It's a 53 old belly. And I don't know. These are FitFlops, Peggy. So just to let her know, if she watches my vlog, when she had talked about these FitFlops right here, I got immediately, because I'm kind of flat-footed, but comfortable sandals, and I actually ordered me 2 pair at Amazon, a pair of black ones and a pair of brown ones, and at first I thought they make my feet look really big, but they're very comfortable. I told my mom about. So anywho, this is, of course I still have this, and yeah, I'm still old. I still have old skin and just old, but I don't care. What I care about most is that I feel way better, and the dress that I wore, my kids haven't been around too much, and they've been staying away from me. They hadn't seen me in the dress that I got, which was a shorter dress. It was gunmetal, had a little sparkle on it, and the shoes that I wore, oh my goodness. When I went upstairs, because we were at the 10th governor's house, the 10th governor of Kentucky lived in this house. It was built back in the 1800s, the early 1800s. And there's even a couple of race horses, and because this is close to Lexington, and you know how Lexington is, and Kentucky and their horses. Anyway, I had to go up these beautiful steps. I don't even know if she got a picture of her on these beautiful steps. I mean, it's just beautiful home. And I went upstairs, and Jocelyn was getting ready, my daughter, and she was, when I left, she was putting makeup on. My daughter that was getting married was putting makeup on my daughter, who was the matron of honor. And so I had to go down. We stayed at what they call the Tavern House, which is across the road from where this house is. And it used to be like the Stagecoach stop. It was like in between, I don't know. Anyway, I'm not going to do a history lesson, for crying out loud. I can't even remember my own history. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, so I went upstairs. Here I'm ready, and you know, I've got my stuff on, and I've got these ridiculous shoes, these wedges on, and this dress. And my daughters, being, you know, as wonderful as they are, were like, oh my gosh. And my Jocelyn, who got married, her future sister-in-laws, they were like, oh my gosh. And I mean, it was just such a wonderful, I mean, they just couldn't stop looking at me. They were, you know, I mean, my daughters were like, wow, wow. I mean, they were just going on and on and on. So that made me feel really good, of course. And I actually danced just a little bit, but I had to be careful because it was kind of low cut, and I had to make sure the girls wouldn't fall out. And you know, it's a little hard when you're making all these adjustments in front of people, and you can't be doing that. But anyway, that's the scoop. So right now, my goal is, I'm actually, you know, I go to the grocery store and I look at yogurt, and I look at the yogurt that's all fat milk. I mean, it's not zero fat, and it's got as much sugar, if not more, than the zero fat. And it's the same thing with the cottage cheese. The cottage cheese has got more sugar in it than the fat-free. And so I just got me more fat-free cottage cheese, and which I've never done before. And I got some more yogurt. And I'm going to continue to eat yogurt. You know, I get a hankering for some yogurt at night and some strawberries, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to eat that. I have not haven't had the hankering for the fat like I used to. So I don't know what that's all about. And I'm not going to fight it. I'm just going to say, if I don't want it, I don't want it. And I'm going to see what my body's going to do. I still get on the scale every day. I didn't get on the scale a couple of days because it was too busy, and I was trying to keep as much fluid in me so I didn't swell up at the wedding, because it was going to be outside, and we didn't know if it's going to go up to 90, which it has been this past couple of days. But it actually got cold at night. I mean, it was really cold. But anyway, we left the party early because the music that was being played, that my daughter and her brother and that crew was like, it was terrible. It was like terrible. My opinion, but she loved it and they had fun, and it is what it is. So anyway, this is almost 19 minutes, and I just want to say hi, and I hope everybody's doing well. I do get on, I do read occasionally. I still am, watching blogs every now and then. Now things are starting to calm down a little bit because the wedding's over and you're going through like wedding blues, which my brain was so used to thinking about the wedding and all the preparation and the concern and the worry and all that fretting. And now that it's over, what now, my love? Now that it's over,